Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Soulful Voices Daily Oracle Card Reading. I hope everyone is doing well today. There was a message today that I received during my own channeling, which I posted an audio of just a short while ago about, you know, trusting and having faith in when you are confronted with something a little bit different, a little bit new. And in the message, it talked about, um, how our community will come together and why it's in, you know, what we need to do in terms of trusting that this is the right place for us to be. And it really just began to touch on that. I think that we'll be learning more about that as we go along. But in order to kind of maybe follow up on some of what the angels were saying, I thought it would be a good idea to ask the question today of why it is important for you to become a part of this community. And I think that the oracle will make that clear to us today. I have faith that it will. And yeah, I'm pausing a little bit because I've had a couple of decks today that I've worked with for um, my own personal stuff, and there were a couple of decks that were kind of lobbying for a voice tonight, and I'm really not quite sure which way to go. Whether I should pick two cards from two decks or one card. So I'm going to start with one card, and if I feel that the message needs to be more complete for the day, then I will draw another card from another deck. So with that in mind, um, let's take a deep breath, and I'm sending energy out to all those who may be coming to read this today, and asking the oracle, why is it important to become a part of this Soulful Voices community? And we're using the deck of the seven energies, Colette Baron Reed. And oops, sorry, I always mess up when I'm trying to show you. So here we are. I'm shuffling. And here we go. Spirit of gratitude. Okay. Spirit of gratitude. Can everybody see that? It's card number 43 in the Seven Energies deck. And let's read what it says about gratitude. Spirit of gratitude. Let me get a little more light here because I needed to read. Okay, key concepts. The prospering power of prayer, communion with the divine, expressing deep gratitude as you move through the world, knowing that your prayers will be answered exactly as they are meant to be. In prayer, we connect directly to our higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine, a reminder that our lives are a sacred conversation we are continuously engaged in. Prayer lets us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us, suffusing our hearts and minds with a faith that is life affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the equation of life. That is a spiritual aspect is always in that a spiritual aspect is always in operation. We engage in humility, knowing we are in a co-creative partnership and have so much to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of your life and what you have already experienced, it's like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away, and your purpose becomes even clearer. The kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you are grateful and ask to be a channel for divine purpose. The power of prayer is within you. Now is the time to awaken it. So, if you are a listener who believes in a higher power, it doesn't matter what you call it, universe, the invisible force, angels, um, God, creator, Gaia, whatever it is that you believe your higher power to be. Um, it's saying that when we give gratitude to that source and we give prayer, regardless the form, sometimes prayer is meditation, right? It's not always about praying to something and asking for something in return, right? It's about showing gratitude and devotion to something that is beyond our small selves, right? And so, with that, um, when we do that, we experience a special connection. It's a spiritual connection to something that is more than we are, right? And we ask the question, what do we need to know about why we should become a part of this circle? And it says here that the kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you are grateful and ask to be a channel for divine purpose. So it's important to consider becoming a part of this. If you are trying to find your divine purpose, right? And that's exactly what the Soulful Voices Circle is about. Our community is about coming together in the spirit of gratitude and love and figuring out how we can be of service in our world, right? That's what it's about. And when we use spirit as our partner, our co-creator in that, then our life becomes fuller and more abundant. And this certainly does tie in with the message of the consortium, which is saying to us today to trust that you're in the right place. And when you trust spirit, that you are co creating with spirit, that spirit is going to draw to you what it is and the people who you are supposed to be creating with and manifesting for. So, this card certainly gratitude, express gratitude, live in the spirit of gratitude. So, when you come to the circle, you come with the gratitude that spirit has led you here. Listening to this oracle card reading every day is because you're being drawn to it. If you are listening to these messages every day, somehow there's a little spark of interest in you for something different and unique. And it may be that you come to the circle because you haven't voiced that this is something important to you, that this connection with spirit is something that you have sensed all along, and maybe you don't have the right community of people to share that expression with. And when you come to our community, you see that there are people out there who are feeling and doing and believing the same things that you are. And it becomes easier for you to live your life of truth and to express your truth. And when we come to that point, we are able to even more easily express gratitude for what is out there in this universe. And we attract abundance and love and all the good things. Because, as we've said in some of the other messages, when we are building up ourselves and helping to raise our own personal vibrations, then we are helping everybody around us. And as that becomes more mainstream than the chaos that we experience now all the time, we will draw more of that because now people will be seeing something different. So that is why it's important for you to join with us, to be a part of it, at least experience a little bit of it. You can always walk away if you're not ready, right? So, in the spirit of gratitude, come because you found something new. Be grateful that there's something new, unique perhaps, that you've been wanting to look at. And be grateful that it is there for you to experience. Everything in life is here for us to experience, to open up our opportunities and our potential to expand it. And in order to project the love that is needed in our world, that cannot be done if we are not grateful for the universe as a whole. So think about that. Think about how this card affects you. So I've talked about the circle and um, the sense of gratitude, but what is it in your life that you may be being called to be grateful for? So take today as a jumping point and start to show gratitude for the smallest of things. And when you open yourself up, you will see how wonderful it feels. So live a life of gratitude. Just to make that initial shift is, if you feel like you haven't been grateful enough in your life or people haven't been grateful enough to you, then show more gratitude and you will attract that. I guarantee it. So hopefully this message lifts you up today and makes you feel comfortable enough to at least jump into a new experience, whether it be this community or another community. Okay? I am not the type of person that says everybody should come to my community. You may need a different community right now. You might need to find something else. But know that we are here and we're waiting for you. And even if you're not ready today, hopefully you'll be ready soon. I'm sending you all much love, and I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh, before I go, I hope that you've all seen that I've posted um, a special opportunity for those people who decide to sign up at the all access or VIP patron level between now and March 6th. Is that Sunday? Now and March 6th. You will be given the opportunity for an individual reading with me. And if you sign up, then you you will see all the instructions that you need to follow. So I hope that you will take a chance take a leap of faith and trust that you are being sent this message for a reason. Again, I love you. Have a great night.